days.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. So how you doing this weekend, bro? You doing good?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Man.
I had a very this has been a very weird weekend. And we gonna get into why it's weird.
Hey, Rachel.
During the news, because we mentioned in a part of why it's weird.
Yeah.
But it's been a weird weekend. Me personally, though, I've been chill. I'm always chill.
My weekend went well. Let me know. Like I said, let me know what you guys chiming from. Inspired Creator said, "Wild time is flying. Is that already?" Rachel's in the building. Max said, "If we didn't see that, would have said this. Would he have said this? Of course, he wouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into that, man.
We're gonna get into that.
We got a lot to get into the show today. Do y'all do me a favor? Hit that like button if y'all can. Share the video out there on y'all pages, man. We appreciate it. Let everybody know. And if you want to chime in, if you haven't had time to chime in on the P. Diddy conversation, we're going to be doing this here for the next hour or two right here on the Joe Lockett Show. So you guys stay tuned. Of course, we got entertainment news. We got more news than just that we're going to talk about, but that's going to be the big part of the show. But before we get into the news of the day, nephew,
okay,
I want to talk about something to people who are watching the show.
Okay,
and I'm learning something, just as I get older. Hey, Sugar Crisp. And y'all tell me if y'all agree with this. And we're going to get into the P. Diddy conversation, I promise. Lady J, how you doing, baby? I'm learning that stop trying to convince people who are already convinced of the story that they have about you. I'm learning this because I'm just seeing some things. And over the weekend, I've seen some stuff, bro. And it's like, you can't convince people of what you say if they already got their own image and their own story about who you are. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning, and I'm saying this on the National Digital Airways, that I'm no longer in the business trying to convince people when I've already told you something. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So if I done told you something and you choose not to believe that, and you want to find all kind of other evidence to make that be, so be it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, my word is bond. I say what I said, and it is what it is at the end of the day.
It's not what I said. My word is bond.
My word is bond, but I don't need a lot, but I'm grown. I don't need a lot of nobody. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
But at the end of the day, bro, it's no need to try to convince somebody when they already got a story that they want to, that the story that they want to make of you because of whatever their reasons may be. Sometimes people don't like the truth. And that's the part that I people say tell you the truth, but what I'm learning, nephew, people don't believe your truth.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
I'm just being freaking honest.
But I mean, nowadays the truth don't really matter.
No. But I'm just saying, bro, when it comes to life and when you're telling people not a version of the truth, when you're telling people the actual 100,000% truth, bro, they don't believe you. It got to be other reasons or something else that's going on and whatever. And bro, I'm not in the business of trying to convince people who are convinced of their own story that they have of me. I'm not doing it anymore.
He lied.
Well, you can call it what you want, bro. But I just want to say that to everybody out there, man. I'm saying it with love, but at the end of the day, man, stop trying to convince people, you know what I'm saying, of what you said, because people are going to find any way or any small thing that has nothing to do with a situation and try to make it your fault or make it, see, I told you, see, I knew that. And it's just absolutely not true. Not true at the end of the day. So, I just want to say that to everybody that listens to the show, man, stop trying to convince wonderful people, beautiful people of your story. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, bro, they say the truth hurts. What the hell was that?
Nah, that was shots. Them shots.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna incorporate these sound
effects. But I'm just saying, man, and as we're moving on, because this goes on to the show that we're gonna be getting into with Sean P. Diddy, the Combs show we're gonna be talking about today.
Yeah,
you gotta stop trying to convince people, right? Your truth is your truth. The truth at the end of the day will always prevail itself. But when somebody's trying to find things to make it their truth, you gotta let that ride, bro. You gotta let that ride at the end of the day.
Okay.
How do you find success? I used to find success, whatever you do, whatever a person defines success as in their life, that's what success is. Success has different definitions for everybody. Miss Travis or Mr. Travis. I don't know who that is, but somebody asked me, how do I find success? And I'm like, success is defined by that person.
It was completely unrelated.
Completely unrelated, but
unrelated.
But I saw it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
I wouldn't even get it at the time of day. But
It's okay. I like talking about success anyway, but success is defined by the person. And whatever you define success as, that is success. My success may be different than yours. All right, guys, you guys locked into your favorite Eating Right. It is the Joe Lockett Show. Don't try to convince people that are convinced of a story that they already have of you. Stop trying to convince people of that, bro. Tell your truth, move on, bless them, and love them, and let you know, hey, ain't them but love at the end of the day. But you know something? We got to get into entertainment news.
We do.
You ready for that?
No.
Hey, man, you know something? Before we get into it, man, did you enjoy the workout, nephew?
Oh,
hey, y'all! I was down in the dungeon. Nephew came in. I'm down there lifting. He came down there lift with your boy today a little bit.
Yeah, a little something.
You did, bro. You did a little something.
A little something.
You using that pushing some weight, boy. I ain't mad at you.
Hey, man. Sometimes you gotta do that.
He was in that benching more than me, yo.
No, don't lie. don't lie. I ain't even got the physique for the lie. No, don't lie.
Hey,
that boy put something on the rack. I like,
hey,
nope.
nephew came down and said, "Hey, I'm finna put some." But that's all you got. He said, "That's all you got on there. That's it, bro. That's all you got. Move. Let me show you what these young folks can do. Let me show you this."
Right, bro. Hey, dog, you pushing something I was not trying to touch.
Hey, man. Hey, man. You need to come down more often. Because you made.
I think I will, because I feel good.
Yeah, you made that light work for me today, though. When I came down to real talk workout, I told you what I was about to do. I didn't think I was gonna do, but when you were down, I was showing out. I'm like, I'm finna show this little young ninja.
Little whippersnapper. I know whippersnapper went through your head at least once.
It did, bro. It did. Because I'm like, you see me, I like, yeah. It was easy. Before you came down, I was struggling, but when you came down there, bro, I'm like, I ain't finna. He's not finna come down here and outdo me.
Sensational.
So I will not be taking in this disgusting negative energy. I understand, Rachel. Understood, baby girl. We'll catch you on the next show. But right now it is to talk about P. Diddy is one of the top topics that's being talked about. So on today's show, we do have to talk. Well, we don't have to, but we are going to talk about that show. But we understand. We respect you. Yeah, but we understand that, baby girl. All right, have a good one, Rachel. We appreciate you. All right, guys, let's get into entertainment news with Cliff.
So we'll go on with our live entertainment. Without further ado, here they are.
It's Cliffhanger.
Love it. I just love it. I just love it.
All righty. Y'all know what that little tag right there is for. We're getting into the cliffhanging part of the segment. Now, I don't want to go too fast because let's lead up to the Diddler.
Okay.
All right. That's what they call it. That's what the young folks call him. We won't call him Diddy or Puff Daddy no more. We call him the Diddler.
Okay.
All right. So let's lead up to that.
All right.
Like I always like to start my show off with, go ahead and cue my music. All righty, y'all. Hey, we told you we was gonna come back to it.
Yeah.
Because it's time. We are finally in the conference finals. East and Western Conference Finals are finally here.
Right.
First things first, Boston has made it to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
The Indiana Pacers, even though I didn't want them to make it to the finals, they made it to the finals. Shouts out to y'all. Y'all earned it.
They earned it?
Yeah, they earned it. They earned it. Yeah, they earned it. Because I was rooting for the Knicks, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I was rooting for them, but they handled their business in Madison Square. You deserve to go to the championship.
Okay.
So shouts out to the Pacers. Now, our team. The team, hey, we don't come together on a lot of stuff. We really don't. But the T-Wolves,
they handle
hey, man. Shout out to the T-Wolves, baby. Western Conference Finals. The T-Wolves versus the Dallas Mavericks. That's going to be lit.
I agree with you, bro. I totally agree.
That's box off. You got Luka Magic.
Yeah.
Uncle Drew.
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
Yeah.
And now Big Cat. Yeah. Finally acting like a lion out there.
Bro, he's doing his thing.
Hey, man, with Big Rudy, I'm with y'all, man. I love to see it. Y'all, They look hungry.
Right.
They look like they want it.
Right.
They not scared of no type of moment.
Right.
And they finally, it seems they finally have a leader that all of them can come together and agree on. That's our man.
Yeah. And they cool with it because he gives them the credit, and he know when I'm not on, he gives them, my team, the team. we came to get us. And he didn't look at it as my team. He just said us. We did what we had to go do.
Yeah. So shouts out to Ant-Man. I know he'll downplay the role, but you
For
playing you playing it like it's supposed to be played, bro.
Mhm.
So I give you nothing but credit on that.
Mhm.
You doing your thing, dog.
Right.
Now these matchups, we're gonna go through them real quick. But how do you feel about it? Because Ant-Man did call out Kyrie. He called out Kyrie. He said that's gonna be my matchup.
But see, I like that though. That's old school. You know what I'm saying? You're not running away from the best players because that's what people want to see.
Yeah.
The best players go against the best players. We don't want to see, who gonna match up the best. You want to see the best go after the best. So at the end of the day, if he get burnt, which he will be,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
pretty sure.
Kyrie,
That's Kyrie.
but they're gonna dance on each other. But bro, he got that ball on the yo-yo. You already see he got that thing on the string. So I think they both gonna get each other. Youth is gonna be on Ant-Man's side. Skill is gonna be on Uncle Drew's side. So it's gonna be a great matchup.
I do agree with that. Now, real quick question.
Mhm.
This is a part of the thing I like to do now.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna do a little few new things. Play with
Okay.
this a little bit.
All right, what we got?
We're gonna play a little small game of Price is Right,
Uh-oh.
but Price with as far as percentage.
Okay.
Who you got for the percentage on the East? Who you see coming out of the East?
Coming out the East, I'm gonna have to give myself Boston.
Boston.
I'm gonna say Boston. I'm gonna give Boston because I like to see Boston come out the East. Yeah.
All righty. What about the West?
That's gonna be tough. Cause I'm going for both of them. Either one of them is cool for me.
Okay.
Because I really would like to see Kyrie, come out of there with Luke. But I'm gonna go with the young T Wolves.
Going with young T.
I'm gonna say T and Celtics. I'm gonna say T and Celtics.
I got the same part.
Yeah.
I got T Wolves in Boston.
Yeah.
So hey, we're gonna look into that. We're gonna see how they go.
Yeah.
All righty. Next up, I'm gonna throw y'all a little curveball for news.
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure most of y'all is not into it. But this is a piece of news that I felt like was important enough to mention.
Okay.
Because you can kind of relate this to media in a different field if you wanted to.
Right.
Only if you wanted to. There is a game coming out. I don't know if you know what Assassin's Creed is or whatever that. It's a company that makes games they call Ubisoft, and they're behind this series called Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
Now, the premise about this is that it's a video game, of course, but it's loosely based off, it's fictional based off historical figures.
Mhm.
They had one with George Washington, had one with Da Vinci and all of them.
Mhm.
They had one, they tend to pick figures and points in history.
Right.
They got an Egyptian one.
Mhm.
Like it's a real cool game.
Right.
So it's garnered the popularity from doing things like that,
Right.
making it fun to go back to history.
Right.
Now they are trending in a negative light from a lot of different media forms in the gaming sphere
Mm-hmm.
for the wrong reason, it seems. They're going based off of two figures. One is fictional all the way. It's a Asian woman that is the protagonist of it, and there's a black man that's supposed to be a samurai.
Okay.
Now it's based off of a person, and I may be mispronouncing their name, but I'm sure it's going by Yusuke,
Okay.
a black dude that came over to Japan back in the
I got you.
Edo period.
Mhm.
Well, a lot of folks is mad that this black dude is a samurai.
Okay.
A lot of folks, and one of the forefronts, shout out to IGN, but no shouts out to you, have dropped it out in a negative light that they don't want for a black man to basically be the forefront of a game.
Okay.
And the only reason why I bring this up is
Mhm.
because of the reception and the traction it's getting. Now, you know me, I'm a little bit of a gamer. I have
Right.
played every last one of their stuffs.
Okay.
And for me to see this like that, honestly, it's a game. It shouldn't really matter as much as we making it here.
Right.
But for it to garner this much attention, all of y'all stuff has been pretty fictional.
Mhm.
It shouldn't really matter if the dude black and it's a woman on the side for the protagonist too. as much as y'all making it. But it just seems as if this is getting blown out of proportion, in my opinion. Loose thoughts on it? None at all.
I'm not a gamer.
You're not a gamer.
So I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I speak on what I speak on. I'm taking your expertise on this, bro.
Hey, I throw a curveball out there.
Yeah.
For the gamers that do know, hey man, drop something in the chat. Because I know we are on Twitch. Shout out to Twitch. If y'all got something on that, please feel free. I'll see the comments later.
Right.
Now, next up on the docket, moving from Twitch in our Twitch crowd, let's move on over to the older crowd. Guess who is getting a degree from Morehouse?
It ain't me, sir.
Yeah, no, seriously. Guess who's getting a degree on Morehouse? We're gonna switch to Jeopardy now.
I don't know, bro. Who's getting a degree from Morehouse?
Have fun with it.
What, Michael Jordan? I don't know, bro.
You said Michael Jordan?
Yeah, I mean, you said getting a degree from Morehouse. I don't know.
Throw somebody else out, bro.
Morgan Freeman? I don't know.
All right, man. You ain't trying.
I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Joe Biden. President Biden is getting the honorary degree at Morehouse, and it was a lot of protests behind this. Joe.
Yes.
It was a lot of protests. It was a lot of folks not liking this.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on this before I go in? What's your opinion on this?
Joe Biden getting an honorary degree from Morehouse, I think is
because I didn't know he was even in school. I thought he was too old for school. I'm gonna be honest.
No, I think right now, man, you know, when it comes to politics, and I don't want to get too far into politics, but I just think at the end of the day, it's too much baiting when we're talking about politics.
Baiting?
Right? Baiting meaning you're trying to get your constituents out to vote for you at this point. And I think at the end of the day that when you see Joe Biden doing what he does, you know, he's trying to go after the black vote. Let's just be honest. Right.
Yeah.
And so my whole thing is, are you doing this? Were you doing this for the last 4 years? And the answer would be no. Right. You know, at the end of the day,
I doubt he was too.
No, he wasn't. I mean, I'm just being honest. You see all the politicians when they go out, when it's time to run for office again, they start to go to their core that they need to help them get elected. Yeah. But my whole thing is, people have to watch, and I'm not telling people who to vote for, but you have to watch at the end of the day who is putting the work in when it's not being seen, right? And so when I look at these guys doing this stuff now, going to Morehouse, it's a couple of months out before the election, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, you going to a black school, getting an honorary degree, talking to the blacks, right? And it just right now, people are smarter than that. And I think Joe Biden, and former President Donald Trump, they're going to have to do more than that to get the people to turn out to vote right now. You just can't show up and say, I got you, I'm on your side. I don't think this election is going to be a high turnout. And I think, their core, whoever they have, either side, is going to really be the determining factor of this election. I don't think Joe Biden is going to be able to win a new area of people. And I don't think Donald Trump is going to be able to win a new area of people. So we'll see what happens, man.
All righty. I'm with you on that too. Yeah. This does feel like a butt pull for somebody that hasn't been in tune with politics like that.
Yeah.
It seemed real convenient, like how you did last year. Hey, you ain't black if you gonna vote for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm getting from that.
Yeah.
Now for some breaking news.
What happened?
Did you hear about the president from Iran? Okay, so there was according to the Iranian state news, that there was a helicopter crash with the president inside. And they turned up to the scene and they spent about 12 hours searching the scene and everything. Mm-hmm. And there was no survivors.
Mm-hmm.
I would think this is a prominent figure.
It is.
I don't know what to make of this because of what I've only heard through the news and bypass when it comes to Iran.
I would say when it comes to that kind of stuff, bro, let's wait and see till we get more information before we report that. It's good to put it out there, but let's give some more time and get some more details on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's true. I do know this came like what probably like a few minutes before the show.
Yeah. So like I said, let's wait till we get more details. It happened, but we need to look into it more before we get the reporting on it.
Will do.
All right.
Next up, the teacher back.
The teacher, what teacher?
The one that had his braids taken down.
I ain't. What is he talking about now?
Hold on. He's making a point that I'm gonna be honest.
Uh-huh.
If we got on his case like that, we better get on these other teachers' case too. Because he just brought up, he made a TikTok, of course. That's where he's left at this point because he ain't got no job.
Okay.
But he's been doing a few little media tours, getting on podcasts and stuff. He just made a TikTok about other teachers doing some of the same, if not the worst type of things. They've been trending literally almost coinciding with how he was trending.
Mhm.
But it seemed more of if he was the target of everybody's outrage. Now, what he did brought up to the case, because it was a white man. I don't know his name. He was a teacher. He had his students, girl students, all girls, bedazzle his head. Now, me and you don't have hair.
Okay.
So they couldn't untwist anything.
Right.
But they didn't staple, but I think they like taped down or glued some like bedazzled jewelry around his head.
Yeah.
So he brought that as an example as, oh man, so we allow this. It's still girls in this dude head, and it's nothing but girls. But he was like, okay, if we don't like that, then let's switch the sexes. He brought up a image that I did see trending around too, with this woman that she had her leggings on. I'm not gonna lie, she had the yams poking.
Okay.
It was poking.
Okay.
It was poke.
Okay.
And she had she took a picture and she was like, do you think the boys are looking at me when I walk past? Everybody in the chat said yes. I think they're not the only ones looking.
Right.
But he brought that as another example.
Those are not examples to me. Those are not fair examples.
How are they not fair examples?
Because the news story that they made, he made it to national news. Those stories didn't. Okay. So,
but they were
the
the same things.
No, it's not the same thing, because the first dude you said was a white dude. The white people didn't make a big issue out of it because he still got his job. Okay. The other teacher, right? She asked a question. They didn't have no other students involved, so it's not the same. What he did, I'm telling you, what he did, bro, made news. You know what I'm saying?
It made news, but do you think it's a wild way that for the white guy dealing with other white kids, just to be fully honest on it, is nothing but white kids in it.
Okay.
But do you think that it's right that more of the black dudes crucified him on something that most
different
folks
cultures,
would find
different tolerance? So
different
completely
cultures, different college. All righty. So with the other lady, she was a black lady,
but she didn't have no kids around. She asked a question. There's no kids around her. She wasn't saying, boys, what do y'all think? Young men touch me. No, well, none of that. She took a picture of herself and asked a question. It's not on the same level.
Hold on,
bruh.
Let me go to it.
Bruh, I think,
I really did just like,
bruh, for him, like I said, the stuff that he's doing, if you got to go and try to prove your point, you know what I'm saying? And you still running your mouth, bruh, you done lost your case.
Yeah, she said, y'all think the 10th graders is looking at me.
Okay.
I was definitely doing that.
But like I said, it's a teacher that took a picture and asked a question to social media.
Yeah.
Okay. That's completely different than you taking a live video with people's daughters that you don't have permission from taking down your hair. That's completely different. The white man did it, and the white community have a problem with it. When he did it as a black man with the black young ladies, bro, the black people, women, daughters, they had a problem with it. Get over it, bro. Get over it. At the end of the day, there's no comparison. The parents did not like it. The teachers, the school did not like it. They fired your ass. Done deal. Keep it moving. There's nothing, bro. He can get up here and cry all day long and try to sit up here and match apples and oranges. You're not getting your job back. And the people who got sympathy for you, but got sympathy for you. If the school really got sympathy for you, they're going to give you a job. I don't see nobody else saying, come to my school and do the same thing. So he's falling on deaf ears. At this
I mean,
making,
but he might be able to go to another school.
we'll see.
We'll
I
see.
guarantee they're not gonna let him do that.
Nah.
Ain't nobody, bro. He's not gonna be able to do that for the kind of teacher that he is. No. Like I said, it's nice for him to make the rounds on the podcast and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I'm not mad at the man. He got to make the best of his time, but he need to go write a book or sell some merchandise because I don't think I don't think he's gonna get back in the school system, bro. I don't.
I don't know what kind of book you're gonna write though. But
I agree with you, Mike. It was weird for a woman to be able to post that. I agree with you on that part there. You know, I don't think you should be even if you're a teacher, she was trying to get maybe some clicks or whatever, but it'd have been better if you're saying when I walk in the grocery store, do you think men are looking at me instead of saying teacher?
No, that's what.
Instead of saying kids.
But it would have been more understandable if you said in a grocery store. It would look the way that you're asking this while you're at a school.
I think it does look away, but that's up to the school to say it was improper for her to ask something like that at the school that she's working with.
This is my only thing with
But
that.
it had nothing to do with kids.
This is my only thing with that.
Hey,
It's up to the school with a lot of stuff.
Uh-huh.
That's the school and the school boards on how they do stuff.
Right.
He got this type of outrage and ridicule before they even moved.
Bro, he was in school on live. Come on now. Bro, it doesn't compare.
He made a TikTok that wasn't live.
But it was live.
It wasn't live.
Okay.
That was a TikTok.
Okay. He put a TikTok in school and put it on TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay.
He put it on TikTok.
And he did it at school on school time.
They made TikToks too, Joe.
Okay, they made, bro. That's what I'm saying. So it would have been better if she would have said, but she had no kids around. She asked a question at school. So that really goes to the school, not to the parents, because who kids was in it?
It was no kids in it.
That's what I'm saying.
no
So
kids.
it's different. That's up to the school to say that was improper. You was on school property. You shouldn't do that. So that's totally really up to the school. But when you post a TikTok video of kids doing your hair and you post it on social media, when you in a function, you in a school function, you on school property with people's kids. That's totally different.
I mean, if we're not making it a race thing, the white dude did the same thing.
But the white community did not make it a problem, so they okay with it. Bro, he with the black community and they got a problem with it. Get over it. Bro, you can't get mad because the white folks didn't put him out there on CNN and say they had a problem with the kids doing that. White folks probably thought it was funny. Black parents didn't. So again, it does not matter what he's trying to show. The parents had a problem with it. The school had a problem with it. So again, bruh, you're fighting a losing battle. Trying to say somebody else did it. See, no, bruh. When you did it, they didn't like that you did it and you busted and that's it. And let's go. Like Eric said, it's inappropriate. And then whatever a school or a parent deem inappropriate, bruh, is inappropriate. It is. You know what I'm saying? If the white school didn't deem it inappropriate and they thought it was funny and cool, that's that school. That's that teacher. That's those kids. That's those parents. If you went over here and that white teacher went over to that black school and they said that was inappropriate, it would have been inappropriate. So you can't compare apples and oranges when
my only thing is I doubt they would have had a problem with it.
We don't know that, bro.
If he would have,
bro, we don't. But we don't know that.
We don't. But that's your
opinion. But again, like I said, when you put a white person in a black school and with the same situation, we will see. But until then, bro, you what you did was wrong, and you can go on Good Morning America. You can go. Bro, you can go on the Shay Shay Club. You can go on the View. You can go wherever you want to. There is not many parents that's going to agree with what you're trying to say. Anytime you got to make an argument and see, look over here, somebody else did this, bro.
Now he might be able to get on the View.
He can get on all those shows, but he's gonna get on those shows, bro, and feel more bad because, bro, the black community is gonna come after him. He's not going to win this.
I'm 50-50 on how the black community seeing him.
Okay.
Because I don't see too much outrage on his post. I don't get it wrong. I do see a lot. It's a lot of folks.
Bro, you see the younger generation saying
the
younger generation is saying
no, it's a few old cats. This ain't a age thing on this.
Okay.
This not an age thing on this because it's young dudes that be like, no, don't touch my daughter or don't be around my daughter. But it's other old dudes that be like, I don't see a problem. Like it's 50-50 on the age thing. It's just how you see it. I don't want to make that
I don't care how I look at it. At the end of the day, he busted, he fired. He need to move on with his life. I'm just being honest.
Hey, if it's your profession, you might want to hold it down.
Now, I'm not beefing with nephew. Yeah, I'm trying not to beef with him, but he about to make it go there.
I don't care about this like that. I'm just bringing up the topic.
Yeah, but I'm just saying at the end of the day, bro, the dude is trash.
Yeah.
Okay, he trash.
I'm just bringing up the
Yeah,
topic.
but I'm saying at the end,
trying to defend this
but
dude.
But he keep trying to come out here and make it an issue when he need to move on with his life. I mean, bro, you did something wrong. Apologize for it and move on. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I made a mistake. I won't do it again. You know, that'll probably get you back into schools. But going here trying to make your point and prove that, you know, other people are doing it, that never works. That's just like, you know, you get caught. You got a brother and sister, you get caught and you said, she did it too. You still gonna get your ass whooped.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Nobody cares about that, bro. That's what he's doing. Look, he did it over here. She did it, but y'all said it's bro. But what I did, bro, ain't nobody's mind gonna change of a video with girls taking your braids down. The image not gonna change. Not gonna change.
We do not care.
All right, bro. Let's go.
All righty. Next up. Now we get to the main flavor of the day.
All right.
Because this happened over the weekend.
Yeah.
This happened over the weekend right here. We're going.
What's up, HR babe in the house? Texas in the house.
The Diddler finally speaks.
Uh-huh.
Do you want me to play what he said?
Yeah, go ahead. For people who did not hear what P. Diddy had to say over the weekend, what we're gonna be talking about here on the show today, let's get it.
All righty, hold on. Let me reload it.
I think you know, when I heard it, first I had to make sure it wasn't AI.
Nah.
Because I couldn't believe that he decided to come out and speak.
To reflect on it's times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. I made no behavior on that video. And I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. When I sought out professional help, I had to go into therapy, go into rehab. I asked God for His mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. I did it to be a better man each and every day.
Dude in the background.
I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm sorry.
All right,
It's so
y'all.
difficult to reflect.
Yeah.
That was P. Diddy over the weekend sitting somewhere looking into a phone after he found out that he couldn't know the statute of limitations was out and he could not be prosecuted.
Oh yeah, it's time
You
to
know,
talk now.
So now I can come out and say that I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
I want to know in the comments, y'all. Let's be kind, so because I don't want to get kicked off of social media. But what do you guys think of when you heard what you just heard here on the Joe Lockett show? What do you guys think of P. Diddy's apology, nephew? Because I got a lot to say on this here myself personally.
I keep mine simple.
So when you heard it, what did you think?
I shout out to Joe Budden. I'll let him say it for me.
Hear me and hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
That's my point on it. Because it's just like how everybody said.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, not only do I not forget how you were speaking about this way before stuff came out and through the midst of stuff coming out, but it's convenient when they couldn't get you or have any way of pressing charges on you, you find a way to speak now. That's just like when they went and raided your house, but you kept popping up in different states and other countries. That's just like when any other rumor or allegation come out and nobody can either prove or get you on anything that has been said or done to them. You find a way to conveniently speak out in this very backhanded type of positive manner. That's how I hear it. You're trying to put a positive spin on what it is you knew you got either away with or that you're not really sorry about. People can read through BS.
Mhm.
Dude, what? And not to bring it back to the Drake, Cole, and Kendrick, but them three in specific, with me being fans of all three of them, have
Right.
run-ins with this dude.
Mhm.
Drake's, it's painted. He didn't. We don't know if he did.
Uh-huh.
So it's all alleged.
Right.
But it's alleged that you had somebody go after Drake, and that you were definitely asking around about him.
Uh-huh.
You got in fisticuffs with both J. Cole and Kendrick.
Mhm.
And whenever there's anything else that goes towards your character that nobody can either prove on or get you on,
Mhm.
you tend to speak in this very, like I said, backhanded positive type of manner, where you're trying to paint yourself as this great dude
Mhm.
that has this huge amount of reflection
Mhm.
that is taking nothing but things in a positive manner.
Right.
And it doesn't sound genuine. That's my biggest problem with him. You don't sound genuine and you don't sound real.
Mm.
So that's why when I heard it, I'm sitting there laughing the whole time. This dude ain't for real.
Mm.
He throwing this out his ass for real.
Mm.
You can't be serious. Cause first off, any dude that would have did that, guess what you wouldn't be doing? Talking. Even a dude that ain't a man
Mhm.
will know to shut up. Nobody would be talking after this.
Mhm.
If you got lawyers, which I'm sure you do, they would tell you not to be talking after this.
No, he did the smart thing business wise.
You think he did the smart thing?
Oh, business wise, yes, definitely. The smart thing.
I'll ask this question because you
Mhm.
might be right. Because he might be trying to stop the faucet from leaking,
Mhm.
or at least turn it into a leak, even though it was just pouring out. My thing about it is, when it comes to him, from what I've seen, I could be absolutely wrong,
Mhm.
but his business is catered more to public opinion or to public perception, and how he moves, the mystique and the aura that is a Diddy is made from how not only his peers talk about him,
Mhm.
but how the public perceives him.
Okay. So you finish.
I mean,
You got
I was just asking the question on that.
So-
Hey,
so-
I made my point.
so
I think it was all fake.
Your question now. I want to make sure I answer your question.
Because you said
before I-
this was good for him business wise.
business wise, because if you're in business with this guy and there are some people who still believe in him or going forward, or he started doing things later on, somebody started trusting in him.
Now I will say this: his Revolt brand, they completely threw him under the bus.
Yeah, but bro,
They completely threw him under the bus.
let me tell you this. It goes back to public perception. This is what I got to get into when we're talking about the P. Diddy situation.
Okay.
He did the right thing for business, because if and when this does blow over, people are going to look at how did he handle it, even in the midst of, what he's going through now.
You think it's gonna blow over?
That's what I'm going to get into.
Okay. Go ahead, Cook.
So
Go ahead, Cook.
I heard what you said, and I think a lot of people are going to agree with what you said, nephew. And I'm piggybacking off what you said, but I'm just going to take it a step further.
Okay.
Because when you're talking about the business part of him apologizing, that was a business apology. It wasn't a Cassie, I'm sorry, women, I'm sorry for being that guy.
A PR person.
Yeah,
told him,
no.
wrote it down and told him to
Well,
read it.
he knew what he had to do because, bro, he understands the business world. Okay. How many men have come back after something like this and been okay? A lot. I'm not going to call names out, but a lot of men have come back and been okay. This is what people have to realize, and this is what I want to talk about here on the show today. Us as a culture, us as men and women, and especially men, we got to stop giving individuals like P. Diddy a pass. Women, y'all got to stop giving dudes like P. Diddy a pass and saying that, he done been through therapy. God is working on him.
Somebody, you think that's what the people doing?
Bruh, it happens all the time. People can go back out there and get on the show, go to therapy, talk about this stuff, all that good stuff. And I'm saying as a man, I don't care what anybody else thinks, but I'm saying this as a man. What I saw on that video was a small percentage of what this guy does to people and women behind closed doors. I want people to understand this guy was in the middle of a hotel in a towel, like he owned the place. The way he did that young lady, Cassie, the power and the veracity that he hit that young lady with, bro, and the way he kicked that girl when she was down on the ground like she was nothing and grabbed her and dragged her back into the room. That dude right there don't change. Y'all know why I know? Because I've been around people like that. They get worse. And we, as a culture, have to stop thinking that you can rehabilitate those kind of people. P. Diddy is trash. He should be counseled forever. His ass should be thrown under the jail. You can go to church. You can ask for forgiveness. You can go to therapy. You are who you are, bro. You did that to